Hello friends,
Look at that. Big in swinger.
what happened to Bhuvneshwar Kumar, the bowler who was once the king of swing, who used to deceive batsmen with his skill? Where is he now? While other bowlers used to get beaten, Bhuvneshwar Kumar had the lowest economy rate. He maintained an economy of less than 3 in his ODI and T20 debut, took a 5-wicket haul at Lords and became the only bowler to hold the purple cap in 2 consecutive IPL seasons. But after this, Bhuvneshwar Kumar was no longer the same bowler he once was. In 2012-13, his seam position used to be perfect, but by 2016-17, it had changed. This change marked the beginning of the problem that led to his exclusion from the Indian team. Now you might ask, why did his seam position change? The answer is that he increased his bowling pace. But then, why did he need to increase his pace? For that, we have to go back to the 2014 India Tour of England. During that tour, Bhuvneshwar Kumar was India's highest wicket taker. The Indian team did not perform well. In the only match that India won, Bhuvi took 6 wickets. Everything seemed fine. It looked like India had found a pacer who could not only dominate on Indian pitches, but also trouble batsmen in foreign conditions with his swing bowling. His seam position at that time allowed him to generate significant swing, which was his biggest strength. Until 2014, his focus was entirely on swing, and that brought him success in England. However, when a bowler tries too hard to swing the ball, their pace gets compromised. Everyone knew that Bhuvi's pace was in the mid-120s. In conditions with less swing and fewer green pitches, this lack of pace could hurt a bowler's average. That's exactly what happened during the 2015 India Tour of Australia. Bhuvi played only one match and conceded 168 runs. That match was the 4th test, where Virat Kohli had taken over as the full-time captain under Ravi Shastri. India's pace attack in 2017-18 consisted of Umesh Yadav, Mohammad Shami, Jasprit Bumrah, Ishant Sharma and Bhuvneshwar Kumar. It was clear that Virat wanted a pace attack that could intimidate batsmen. If conditions were not in favor of the pacers, the extra pace would help trouble the batsmen. By July 2015, the selectors also aligned with this strategy. Bhuvneshwar Kumar, who had been in international cricket for 2-3 years, realized the importance of pace. Understanding the team's requirements, he decided to increase his speed. He worked on his strength and fitness. However, in this process, he had to compromise his seam position. To bowl faster, a bowler needs to apply more force, which reduces the wrist flick necessary for swing. As a result, Bhuvneshwar Kumar became an ordinary fast bowler, delivering at 130 but without his signature swing. His performance remained average for the next few months, leading to criticism that he let compromise his swing for pace. But change takes time. As he continued working on his strength, he began to see results. His performance against South Africa showed improvement. An interview in October 2015, Bhuvi himself stated that he could swing the ball more than other bowlers. By April 2016, he confirmed that he increased his pace because he wanted to play Test cricket. In 2016 and 17, he won the Purple Cap in 2 consecutive IPL seasons, a feat still unmatched in IPL history. With more pace, he could now bowl Yorkers effectively in death overs. By 2017, he had become a great death bowler. In the 2017 Champions Trophy, he was India's highest wicket taker. Bhuvneshwar Kumar was at peak of his career, excelling in both power plays and death overs. In September 2017, he confidently stated that he had both swing and pace in his arsenal. However, the effort required to generate extra pace started taking a toll on his body. On 22nd April 2018, after a league match against CSK, he suffered a back injury. As a precaution, he was taken to the hospital and was advised to rest. Missing the next 3 matches, but he made a strong comeback. He was never fully recovered. This marked a turning point in his career. Bhuvneshwar Kumar's last test match for India was against South Africa on 24th January 2018, where he was the player of the match. He was selected for the England tour in July 2018, but after just 2 T20 matches, he suffered a lower back injury and had to return to India. He regained full fitness by August 2018 and performed well for India A, earning a spot in the Asia Cup 2019 squad. As 2019 approached, India had one of its best pace attacks. But was Bhuvneshwar Kumar at his best? In January 2019, he admitted in an interview that after an injury, a player can never be 100% fit immediately.
And you are in Eagle, you can't be 100%.
He played fewer international matches in 2018 and was slowly regaining his rhythm. In the 2019 World Cup, he got injured again after just 3 matches and was ruled out for the next 3 games. By then, his name had almost disappeared from Test cricket squads. The reasons: frequent injuries and the emergence of better bowlers. Ravi Shastri made it clear that Bhuvneshwar Kumar would now only play white ball cricket. But even in limited overs cricket, injuries continued to trouble him. In December 2019, he suffered another injury against West Indies. In IPL 2020, he missed 1 match due to injury, then had to sit out from the entire tournament. Despite all this, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is a fighter. He made a comeback in March 2021. However, the 2021 IPL season was his worst, with just 6 wickets in 11 matches. People started saying that his career was over. His bad form continued into the 2021 T20 World Cup and the 2022 South Africa ODI series, where he failed to take a single wicket. By then, Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj and Navdeep Saini had cemented their places, leaving no room for Bhuvneshwar Kumar in the Indian team. But people forget that Bhuvneshwar Kumar was India's best bowler in the IPL. His only hope of a comeback was his performance in 2022. He performed well and Captain Rohit Sharma backed him. The 2022 T20 World Cup was crucial, especially after India's poor 2021 campaign. Bhuvi's stats in the tournament were impressive, with an economy of just 6.16. However, India lost in the semi-finals, and that marked the end of Bhuvneshwar Kumar's international career. His last game for India was on 22nd November 2022 against New Zealand. His downfall started when he changed his seam position to gain extra pace. In doing so, he lost his biggest strength, his swing. The extra pace took a toll on his body, leading to injuries. However, there was another factor few people talk about. In IPL 2020, he missed the match due to an injury, but in reality, he had returned to India because his father had been diagnosed with liver cancer. He played the first leg of IPL 2021 while worried about his father's health. His economy rate had shot up to 11.25, and on 20th May 2021, he lost his father. A bowler is also a human. It's easy to say that professional and personal life should be kept separate, but it's not easy to do. But the doors to the Indian team seemed closed. Bhuvneshwar Kumar didn't give up. In 2024, he played first-class cricket after 6 years and took 8 wickets in an innings against Bengal. His consistent domestic performances earned him a 10.75 crore contract with RCB. Critics doubted him, but he silenced them with a hat-trick. He continued his form in the Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy, helping Uttar Pradesh qualify for the knockouts. Now in 2025, his performances remain strong, and he is set to make a mark once again. After all, Bhuvneshwar Kumar is the same bowler who dismissed Sachin Tendulkar for a duck at just 17 years old. So, this was the journey of Bhuvneshwar Kumar, one of India's finest swing bowler. From mastering the art of swing to battling injuries and setbacks, Bhuvi has seen it all. Now as he makes his way back into the cricketing scene, will we see the vintage Bhuvi once again? Can he make a dream comeback? Only time will tell. What do you think? Will Bhuvneshwar Kumar make a grand return to international cricket? Comment below and let me know.